When I was in school, I was in special ed from about third grade through about fifth or sixth grade. I can't quite remember. It could have been sixth grade. And I tell my students this. I tell them, I really struggled with reading and writing as a student, especially handwriting and spelling. It would be maybe today what you might have called dysgraphia.
Okay.
But back when I was in school in the 80s, it was just couldn't read and write very well. But I tell my students, and I'm very upfront about it because I want them to know that, excellence, things like that, that's just doesn't just happen, right? You build toward a thing. And I tell them, like, when I make, if I'm writing, when I first meet my students and I'm writing on the board, I'll say to them, hey, what do you think about my handwriting? And they're super nice because it's not beautiful, but they'll say, oh, it looks pretty good. And I'll go, oh, you guys are really nice. But I work at this. I tell them I work at this all the time. And I really want them to know, because I think young kids, third and fourth graders, look at adults and just think, they've got it all together. They know how to do everything. And so I'm pretty upfront about, adults have to work at things as well to get better.
Yeah. And I wasn't always born this way. Like, I had my own difficulties, right? Knowing that would allow them to breathe. Like, when we hear those, it's not like I need to hear somebody suffering or struggling, but when I hear, I just feel like, oh, I'm not alone.
Right. I want them to feel that safety, that I see them, and especially those kids who are struggling in a specific area. I always say to them, oh yeah, I know I can empathize with you because I had those similar experiences as